Here's how you will log any kind of drink with alcohol in it in MacrosFirst. So let's say I go out to dinner, have a 5 ounce glass of wine. I'm going to go where I normally go to add a food, and I'm going to search for wine. And let's say I have the red table wine. So under all foods, I'm going to select that. And I'm going to put that I had 5 ounces, which is a typical glass. If you look at the bottom, it shows 125 calories, but only 4 grams of carbs, no fat, and barely any protein. That can't be right. So the calories might be right, but my macros are not. So if you are looking to see if you are close on your macros and you only put this, I'm going to hit the check mark in the top right. You can see my food log is actually grossly understated. I'm having a lot more macros than just the 4 grams of carbs. So I'm going to go back into this item in my food log. And right where it says serving name and the line item under it is going to say convert alcohol to macros. I want to hit that toggle. Once I do that, I'm going to have a choice of how many carbs I would like to use or how many fats. Alcohol is not comprised of macros, and it is comprised of calories. So this is why we have to do this. Without doing this, like I said, you're going to grossly understate your macros on any given time that you actually consume any kind of alcohol. So once I hit that toggle, let's say I'm pretty low on my carbs left for the day, but I have some fats to spare. So I'm going to move this toggle over to the left, and I'm going to allocate more carbs, or sorry, I'm going to allocate more fats than I'm going to allocate carbs. But let's say I have very little fats to spare in my food for the day, but a ton of carbs. Then I would allocate the toggle more to the right, and let's say I'm going to say 22 grams of carbs and 2.5 grams of fats. Once I'm satisfied, I'm going to go back to my logs, and you can see it's now accurately reflected. I have 5 ounces of wine with 26 grams of carbs and 2 grams of fats, which is much more realistic. So just make sure to do that every time you are logging alcohol that you consume, and your macros will be much more closely representative of what you ate that day.